Are you tired of this happening while taming a Managarmr? My name's Techworcel, and today I'll show you how to tame a Managarmr, and if you stick around I'll tell you a couple of neat things about tamed Managarmr. First off, let's prepare. The food you're going to need in order from most effective to least effective. Exceptional kibble, raw mutton, raw prime meat, cooked lamb chop, cooked prime meat. I'd recommend using exceptional kibble or raw prime meat. It wouldn't hurt to have some cooked prime meat, just in case. Unless you're using the lowest effective foods like raw meat or raw fish meat, you shouldn't need any narcotics. However, if you do choose to use them, you'll need around 50 narcotics per hour during the tame. At a default taming rate, a level 30 can take between 15 minutes and an hour, a level 60 can take between 20 minutes and an hour and a half, a level 120 can take between 30 minutes and 2.5 hours, a level 150 can take between 45 minutes and 3 hours. These times are the difference between the kibble and raw meat. The recipe for exceptional kibble is 1 extra large egg, 10 mijo berries, 1 rare flower, 1 focal chili, 5 fiber, and 1 water. I've run into a weird and fairly common bug with wild Managarmr, jumping up, then boosting down into a mammoth, then disappearing. They aren't falling through the ground, they're just disappearing. I don't have a solution to this other than killing off all mammoths near the Managarmr you want to tame. Along the same line, Managarmr like to attack almost everything. This often leads to situations where you need to clear out a lot of creatures before you can attempt to tame the Managarmr. Also, there are situations where they like to jump and spray their freezing ice breath at you while they're falling. If you don't know, this leaves you frozen in place and very vulnerable to the Managarmr. Managarmr have a difficult time hitting things that are to their sides, and they have a slow turning speed. You can abuse this by staying behind their wing while you're trying to knock them out. In addition to this, they can be immobilized by large bear traps, However, I really don't recommend trying to outrun and outmaneuver them because of how unpredictable Managarmr can be. It would be safer to instead use a trap. The most straightforward trap to make is a birdcage trap. Managarmr are too big to fit inside of normal sized gateways, so behemoth gateways need to be used instead. Place several stone behemoth gateways in a row with gates on either side, and for good measure place a large bear trap in the middle. Lure the Managarmr into the trap and shut the gates. You'll need to knock it out as quickly as possible since Managarmr can damage stone structures. Using behemoth gates, while easy to set up, is very resource intensive. I've also seen a method using regular stone gateways, trapping the neck of the Managarmr inside the first gateway and placing a second gateway directly in front of its hind legs. I'm not particularly fond of this method because it's risky, unreliable, and you need to break one or both the gateways to free the Managarmr. Instead, it's more convenient to have a fairly inexpensive, reusable trap. The materials you'll need for this trap are 4 stone fence foundations, 2 stone pillars plus a few extras, 6 stone door frames, 6 stone hatch frames, 6 stone railings. This trap is slightly more expensive than 2 stone gateways, however the cost of reuse is only a single stone pillar. Place the 4 fence foundations in a U shape. The bottom of the U is going to be the entrance for the trap. Build a pillar on each corner. Build up a 3-high wall on each side of the structure using door frames. Place the hatch frames in a 2x3 configuration centered on the door frames. Line the underside of the hatch frames with railings, leaving the entrance to the trap open. I would recommend you have a mount to lure the Managarmr into the trap safely, and to give it something to focus on while you lock it in. Place one of your extra pillars in the middle of the entrance to the trap. The fence foundations laying across the front act as an easy snap point for the pillar. Whichever way you decide to use, pelt the Managarmr with tranq ammo until it's unconscious. Put your food of choice and narcotics in its inventory, and maintain its torpor so it doesn't wake up until it's tamed. If this video is helpful, make sure you like and share it. Your support really helps out the channel. Now for the neat facts that I promised earlier. Managarmr saddle is learned at level 66 and can be crafted in a smithy with chitin, fiber, and hide. Their primary attack is a randomly selected bite or slash attack. Their secondary attack is a freeze breath attack, which immobilizes the target while dealing a small amount of damage. The jump command makes the Managarmr jump high into the air. While in the air, you can maneuver a bit using the directional inputs, double or even triple jump by jumping again, or boost using the primary attack button. I have infinite stats turned on to demonstrate this, otherwise these in-air maneuvers would consume a lot of stamina. Baby Managarmr are a bit different from other baby creatures. They will randomly jump high into the air while going for a walk. To counter this, there is a training option in their radial menu, which will curb the behavior for a while and will also reduce the imprint timer by a random amount. Listen, I'm gonna level with you. I never got to see this behavior. I went on about 5 walks without ever using the training option, and it never happened. I also left the baby on follow while I wandered around for about half an hour without ever seeing anything. I'm not saying it won't happen, but I gave it my best shot to see it happen. Anyways, that's all I've got for today. Thank you guys so very much for watching, and have yourselves a very good day.